driving itself. I just got out of the parking lot garage underneath Costco in Waltham. It got out right from within it. It figured out how to get out of the parking or the garage. Now it got into the highway. Yeah, did it just fine. It got into the wrong lane just like a human being would. Right before you go into the highway, if anybody's familiar with that, I think it's called Second Ave. When you get out of it, if you're on the right lane and you're trying to go 495, Route 95 north, you have to kind of switch lanes to the left. So it did that just like I always do, and then it corrected itself and it got into the right lane, put the signals on slowly, and it did it just like a human being would. Smooth. Right now I'm in the highway, no issues. It keeps swapping lanes to adjust the speed. Just like, it's actually a better driver than most people I know. So right now, see, switching lanes. See, this car is far enough. Starting to switch lane because it's gonna take the upcoming exit. It's now waiting till last minute to switch lanes like it used to when in the old FSD. Now it's getting into the right lane, way ahead, or appropriately, not too far ahead. See, and it's now switching lanes. And it's starting to slow down. Trying to merge. Hopefully we let him in. No? Yeah. Let him in. It's okay. Yep. It's giving him some room. Yeah. Oh, slow down a little bit. That's a little scary. Whoa, that's a little too fast. Next time it does that, I'll stop it so that it knows to send back that information. But I should have stopped it there so that it learns. That felt really uncomfortable, a little uncomfortable. The speed limit is 55 and it's on standard mode. I like it in chill mode. The speed limit is 55, but in that curve there, or that ramp, you gotta slow down, way down to like 30, 35. Yeah, no more than 35, probably 30. It's very very tight. So these videos can get boring after a while. So I'm gonna stop it before it gets cut off by a phone call or something. And then maybe I'll start it again when I get closer to home. It's gonna get boring just driving straight for 11 miles. Unless I start blabbing about the experience or something. I don't know. I just got this car right now. I just came from Tesla, from Norwell, Massachusetts. And then I stopped in Waltham at Costco to buy things for the New Year's. And some groceries and stuff like that. And then I was updating it while I was in Costco. Now it has the FSD 13. They gave me a 3-month trial. And now I'm just driving home. I'm not driving home. I'm riding like a passenger. No hands, see? No hands. I'm holding the phone with my one hand and the other one's right here. No feet. You can't see anything really. It's dark. You can see FSD is enabled. It's just great. It's awesome. It drives on any road, almost any condition, as far as I know. I was using my wife's car, which is a Model Y, with the FSD the other night, and it was you could barely see anything because it was foggy, and it was driving. It actually slowed down like a human being would, just to make sure it can see. It would change lights to try to. It would change the beam, the light. What do you call it? The headlight intensity to try to see better, just like a human being would. It tried different things, and then it just slowed down a little bit more, and then it was comfortable. So it was fine, and it was really foggy. You could barely see anything, but it was driving perfectly, almost. And as you can see there, it made a little bit of a mistake, I guess, and not safety. It was more like comfort, right? It was a little too fast for that curve or that ramp. Switching from Highway 95 to Route 3 North. Massachusetts, right there. If anybody from around here, you know it's kind of a tight turn for a highway, so you have to slow down, and it didn't. I mean, it did, but not enough for me to feel comfortable. So I felt a little uncomfortable, but that's because I drive like a grandpa too, you know. But if you're a fast driver, that probably felt not normal to you. You could go back in the video and look at it, the beginning of this video. Yeah, you can see the road. It's great. So yeah, this is Model 3. Just got it. It's a rear-wheel drive Model 3 2025. Today is December 2024, December 30th. Just picked it up, and it's driving like anybody. Wouldn't be surprised if next year these things are driving themselves with no one in it. I wouldn't be too surprised. Maybe 2026, 2027. Definitely. I could see that. But even if it happens next year, I wouldn't be too surprised. So, for some of you that like when I make these videos and are either Tesla fans or Tesla investors, yeah, I could see this happening. Some people don't like the other car, the one without the steering wheel. I like my steering wheel. I want to be able to drive still. That's me. But I could see the use case for something without the steering wheel, like as a business. You use it as an Uber. Also, if you have people with special needs or disabilities, and you kind of don't want them to grab the wheel, but you want to be able to send them from place A to place B, and it saves you time. Maybe that's going to be in the future. I have people like that in my family. Those of you that know me know very well my situation. So I could see myself getting one of those in the future. And being able to send a family member, say, from home to school, or I don't know, to the doctor. And let's say one member of the family can get that person ready, get them in the car, then send them on their way to the doctor's appointment, and which, if the doctor is near where the other one is working, then that other one can go to the appointment with them, or without having to drive home and drive back. So it will be a time saver. So yeah, so definitely, I could see that happening. Just like when we saw the iPhone for the first time, or I hate using that example because everybody else does, but we didn't think of the possibilities of what can be done, and how that can make people's life easier. But definitely I could see, who knows, even a full self-driving car like the robo-taxi, and then you have an Optimus that will help that person get ready, and let's say they're in a wheelchair, and that Optimus will help them get into the car, and then the car drives itself. That's it. That person's independent, even though they have major disabilities. Today, in the future, they could be doing all kinds of things, or at least going all kinds of places without needing another human being to do it for them. I mean, yeah, that obviously we prefer human company a lot, right? But there's situations where that could make someone's life better. Elderly, people in the spectrum, people with missing limbs, or paraplegic. I could see that. So I was gonna cut off the video, but I didn't. So I want to see how it does in this rotary. This is probably one of the hardest rotaries to go on, to get in and on and off. Okay, this is I think it's called Drumhill Circle, or Drumhill Rotary, or roundabout. I don't know how you call that. It's definitely a challenge for anybody, especially FSD. So I've been trying it since FSD was still on the what was it? What do they call it? Single stack, when it was just like autopilot. I was trying that way back when. around 2020 or 2021, something like that, on the Model Y. And obviously it has improved dramatically. But let's see how this car reacts. It's a Model 3, brand new, so. And the FSD 13.2. I don't know if I've tried that version, FSD, on the Model Y yet. Let's see, it's right here. So it has to slow down, starting to. See, this is the challenge. Here, first you have to get on the left lane. And it's not quite doing that. So when it crosses this light, it's gonna have to move 2 lanes over instead of just 1. I think. Yeah, it's gonna be a challenge with this other guy here. See, so that person kind of slowed down. I think they're just they sped up and then they slowed down. I think they were just staring or something like that. But yeah, it did it fine. Even though I would have preferred if it went on the other lane ahead of time. But so now here, this is the challenge. See, you have to actually go on the right of this lane if you want to be on a good spot. After you take the turn, you have to take a right. So if you're on this lane, you're gonna have to cut through like 2 or 3 lanes to go where we need to go, as you can see there. See, over in this lane, you should have been on the 3rd one there. Now this other guy. So let's see if we can maneuver without putting anybody in danger. So I'll be ready to take over because there's people here. So see, so has to cut. Okay, yeah, all right. Yeah, well, it did it. Yeah, I had plenty of people in the back, as you can see from the mirror. I don't know if you can see the mirror. There was someone on that right lane on the right of us. To maneuver that, so yeah, that was pretty good. So yeah, I mean, it did it as if it was someone that hasn't been here before, and well, this car has never been here before, so that would make sense. But I don't know if it has any kind of like memory for the places that this particular car has been or anything. I don't think it works that way. But if it does, then yeah, then maybe next time it'll know what lane to get on. On the Model Y, on version I think 12, FSD 12, it did it fine. Actually, a couple of times I tried it. It went on the right lane ahead of time and things like that. I don't know. Maybe it's just a luck of the draw. Anyways, I'm gonna cut it here. Thanks for watching.